Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Bone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto markets. That includes the majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Hyperliquid, YZY Token, meme coins, and of course, NFTs. Today, we're going to discuss Kanye West's token launch last night as crime season is heating up. We're going to talk about a Rekt drink sellout without any incentives, and we're going to talk about the state of Launchpad wars. GM, I'm joined today by my panelists. We have Easy Eats Bodega. We got C-Dog Clemente. If you're listening in on Spaces, give us a like, give us a bookmark, give us a comment. Let us know what you want to talk about. Let us know if you bought the Kanye token. Are you up or down? Same thing in YouTube. Are you guys up? Are you down? Did you buy? Are you fading? Let us know. Busy day. Busy day yesterday, Clemente. Finally, Kanye launches a token. Launches it on Solana. Did you buy?
I did buy. I bought, but I bought like $1,000 worth, and I was like, okay, I was up 2x at one point, and then woke up to being I lost like $300 or something. But I was shocked to see so many people being like, "Yo, I'm full porting this shit." I saw multiple tweets of people showing their P&L, or like, sorry, showing the chart with like Kanye playing next to it.
What?
Like they had their Spotify pulled up with Kanye. Like, yo, he's the GOAT. And they had like a big ass position on his token. It was so funny. Yeah, I mean, wild. I was concerned with it. Or I didn't know whether or not to buy it. Initially, I was like, fuck this. I don't want to touch this token with a 10-foot pole. But then on the other hand, I was like, okay, what is the chance that this is like not a crime token? Right? 10%? 5%. And if that is the case, most of crypto Twitter is going to be sidelined because of Libra, because of all like the meme coin scams. So I was like, okay, there's maybe a chance that this actually ends up being something. And then obviously it ended up just being, I mean, I don't know, maybe it could, it's still at like $1 billion, right? But this wasn't as with Libra, you saw such a big run up and then a massive drop because it had that like Trump mate. I learned a lot of things from it. I actually want to dive into because I have a lot of takeaways from it as far as like this state of meme coins as a result. But yeah, it cut into my bedtime, which wasn't great.
We are going to talk about it more. First off, though, I need to mint some of these keys because I didn't do it this morning. I've been busy like all morning. Daughter starts daycare next week, but is like staying with my family this week. It's like a whole scenario with my wife back at work. So keys of power. Odalgos, some of them got allow list if you're a whale. We had some allow list to give
out. How the fuck did you get allow list?
What the hell is this, Ray?
I've been talking about Cerebro for a while in our Discord.
I thought you told us to give away all the allow list spots.
I did. I have this because I signed up for 1 year of Cerebro. I'm also
like
getting an airdrop. I'm also getting an airdrop of one as well. So I signed up way back when. Check the Slack when I sent you guys to join maybe 2 months ago.
Clemente, we got played.
We got razzle dazzled for sure.
It's fine though. I got my 2 minutes.
Now. No, you did not.
I meant to. Yeah, after my tweet, the founder reached out and was like, "Big fan of you," so he hooked it up.
Oh, get out of here!
Publicly bitching on the timeline, not getting him. So I minted mine right at 8 a.m. before the morning show.
Clemente. Dude, so I minted, Easy minted. Clemente didn't. This seems like a familiar scenario. Did we just do this?
Also, I bought YZY coin at 300 mil market cap and sold it at 3 bill.
Let's
just kidding.
Go.
$5,000.
Dude, OpenSea is kind of crushing it here. This is a big mint that's on their platform. They just announced using the ability to use Solana to buy EVM NFTs, which is super interesting. Supporting Solana, getting deeper down that rabbit hole. They have token support. Maybe some Solana NFT support soon. Who knows? Also, they had Mongrel in their booth, giving away some AVAX. He was 1v1ing people at I believe it's GDC or Gamescom. Yeah, let me find it here. Yeah, over at Gamescom, Mongrel was in the OpenSea booth, 1v1ing people in Fortnite for AVAX, which is pretty cool. So great to see OpenSea continuing to be part of the crypto culture. Love to see Mongrel. If you're not familiar with Mongrel, he's the one who won the Dookie Dash key, which I think sold for like over $1 million.
Yep,
pretty crazy stuff.
I got a little bit of a bone to pick with OpenSea, Ray.
Oh yeah,
I got a little bit of a bone to pick. When's Solana NFT support?
Yeah, we're waiting.
Yo, come on. Yo, Devin Finzer, if you're watching this, come on, man. Solana, paying with Solana to buy ETH NFTs. I actually did that yesterday. I bought an ETH NFT and I used Solana. I didn't feel good about it. It should be the other way around. We're already Solana NFTs are losing enough liquidity as it is. Get some. We need to go the other way.
We're gonna keep lobbying OpenSea. We're having a ton of fun working with them. There's gonna be some cool stuff coming out this week, maybe early next week. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun farming OpenSea. This mint should be pretty good. Easy. Give me a price target on these Alice keys.
A quarter ETH.
Quarter ETH. So I just made basically 0.4 ETH, essentially.
How much did you pay for the year-long subscription?
Less than that.
Okay, but like by what magnitude? You paid $1,000?
I think I paid like maybe I think it was like $100 or $200 or something.
Okay, Ray. Okay, Ray, I see you. Do you guys want to see the NFT I bought yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, not financial advice. Painted JPEGs 2021 edition.
What are these?
I think it's like derivatives, basically. It's like stupid versions of the 2021 class of NFTs.
Okay, I kind of like this. Let's see them. Scroll down.
I kind of want to buy
they're
more.
not revealed yet.
So I'm gonna buy a few more.
Okay.
You know,
what are we doing? No, what are we doing here?
I'm gonna buy with AVAX.
Wait. You showed up and bitched at us for giving a 4x winner in 5 minutes, crashing out, full blown throwing a full on temper tantrum, and you're gonna come up here and shill a quadruple derivative NFT. I'm just asking, I'm just asking. So I just want to make sure this is the game we're playing. If this is the game we're playing, I have a 3K market cap shitcoin that I think the audience should buy.
No, this is NFTs. You're allowed to shill stuff if it's an NFT. It's a different game. NFTs are classier, dude. Way classier.
Classier?
Yeah, it's classier.
How?
No, it just is. It just is classier.
Elaborate on this.
It's art, easy. It's art. You wouldn't get it.
Dude, easy. If you don't support artists, just say that. I support artists.
I don't support artists. I do not support artists. Grifters, scammers, capitalize on the industry. Where's the utility? What's the use case? You know what artist I do respect? OSF.
That's a good artist. That's a good artist right there.
Great artist, great drink.
I thought you were gonna say Hayden Davis.
He knows how to paint the chart, that's for sure.
Oh man, we've got a lot to talk about. I want to break down this YZY coin. I want to talk about some other stuff. Clemente or Easy? Who wants some other report today?
I got it. I'm trying to buy this thing. I didn't have enough. I got potentially compromised in one wallet, so I had to move this wallet that I've been using since 2021. I didn't get a new one. It was a pain in the ass.
Small tangent. I started. I downloaded Cluely.
Oh, come on.
Interesting.
Right.
So there was like a thing that popped up right now. So like I have a HUD right now on my screen, and it said define OSF. And I was like, there's no way it knows what this is. But here we go. OSF typically refers to Ovi Farouk, a prominent crypto native artist and collector. He's known for the founding member of Rekt and part of the duo OSF and Mando. He's very good at creating and trading fine art NFTs and 101s, active market commentary, and participation across Ethereum NFT ecosystems.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted to try it out. It's pretty sweet.
Jarvis, tell me who OSF and Mando are, please. Oh, okay, got it. Jarvis, tell me why I've clipped.
Define Jarvis.
Jarvis, tell me why.
This data. Jarvis, please break down this data of why my nightly erections were up massively last night.
That's what I was trying to do. Jarvis, tell me why I've been able to.
Morning. Please tell me why my blood pressure is extremely high.
All right,
Jarvis, here's a picture of my toes. Can you please explain what the hair growth on them is from?
All right, Jarvis, my girl just went to Miami for spring break. Tell me what that means, please.
Jarvis, she hasn't texted me back in 48 hours. Is this a cause of concern?
All right, let's do this thing.
It's not even dignifying you guys with a response. It just says define Jarvis. That's the last prompt it gave me.
Jarvis, what am I watching? All right, let's do this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday, August 21st. We have a crazy day. Just what a crazy 24 hours. We're going to dive into it. Looking over at the crypto roundup, the majors chopped on the day. It's like you're watching a cooking channel. The majors chopped on the day with Bitcoin just over 113,000, Ethereum under 4,300, Solana at 182, Hype at 42, and YZY at just above $1, holding on for dear life. Over the past 24 hours, Kanye West, known, renowned artist, and anti-Semite, launched the YZY token on Solana just hours after Hayden Davis. Oh, wait, that's the next one. The token was heavily bundled at launch and ran to a $3.1 billion market cap. It's since then pulled back to 1.1 billion, with many wondering, is crime season back on the menu? Many think it is. Speaking of crime, the LIBRA team regained access to $57 million of USDC after Judge Rochon overturned her own decision to freeze the funds in June, stating that she is skeptical that the plaintiffs will succeed in their case against Hayden Davis and Ben Chow. No way she has any idea what she's talking about. Hayden Davis is a happy, happy man. Unbelievable. This case is still, by the way, getting a lot of traction in Argentina. Finally, Rekt Drinks sold out their first drink collab without rewards or incentives. Fascinating. They sold it out in minutes, in 1 minute. The base collaboration is 20 cans in just 1 minute. I saw people buying thousands of these. No incentives. They're like, yo, I'm going to buy 60 cases of this. I was shocked. I go, where do these guys have money? Are Rekt Drinks people just rich, rich, rich? The Rekt token is currently at a $380 million market cap. Jarvis, tell me if that's good. Back to you in the studio.
Excellent weather report as always, Clemente. Lots to unpack there. Clearly did not like you calling a judge uninformed. Did not like that at all. Raised an objection with you. We have a lot to break down here. We will probably dive deeper on the YZY stuff. We just talked about Rekt tokens selling out without incentive. We look like we maybe hit some sort of local bottom here. Any interest in Rekt token here? I know we were like basically saying, hey, 1 billion programmed on this. I hold a position in this. I hold a Rekt guy. Are you interested in Rekt token here at this level?
Yes.
375 million market cap. I mean, they're crushing it. So I genuinely, so 20,000 cans. Do we know how many cans are in one case?
I don't know, 36.
Yeah, Ray, give me that data, please. Jarvis, how many cans?
Jarvis, how many Rekt drink cans come in one case, please?
How many? Because it's $69 per case. So I can see how much they actually sold.
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay. Well, Ray, just look at your isn't a case just one of those things that you have?
Well, it's closed. They're closed behind me. You want me to just
You
like
can
take
just-
off my headphones, go open it up? All right, I'll be right back.
It would tell you the number. It's gonna say, 24 Rekt drinks. And is that a case or is that a box? Easy. Do you know if that's a case or a box of Rekt? Oh, 24.
I'm gonna estimate 30.
Sir Heavybag says 24. There's 24 cans. And Sir Heavybags, who, by the way, for people just listening, is a Rekt PFP. So we have a chief Rekt correspondent, Sir Heavybags. Sir Heavybags, how many cans are in a case? Is that a case, please? So if there's 24 cans and they're selling these for $69 each.
Just under $3 per can.
Just under $3 per can. And they sold out how many cans?
20,000 cases.
Boom.
Or 20,000
so they
cans.
sold $60,000.
Not bad.
So it's less than the other ones. If you look at their other launches, they did. Sorry, 1 second. They did 200,000 liquidated line. That's, I believe, that was their debut drop. Then 220 on Abstract, 180K on Shipwrecked, 80K for liquid gold, which was Binance, 54,000 Jupiter, and then this is 20K. This is their first drop that they did no incentives, so it makes sense that it would be a lot smaller. And boom, they sold 883 cases. Boom, we got Sir Heavy Bags. I mean, this kid's locked in. Sir Heavy Bags, how much money do you have in Rekt, please? I'm genuinely curious. What they've done great is they've basically built a tokenized community that they can use to bring places to gain attention. And what they've also built is a series. These drinks are really good as a way to ship like announcements. OSF every 2 to 3 weeks is basically saying, look what we're doing, look what we're doing, look what we're doing. Sir Heavy Bags has $100,000 in Rekt. Absolute animal. Sir Heavy Bags, I was unfamiliar with your game. What up are you on that? What are you at 5x, 10x? Are you break even? I'm fascinated by Sir Heavy Bags here. Ray, to answer your question, I think it could be an interesting buy. I guess, you know, you'd be rooting for this thing to go to like $1 billion, right? Like a 5x is what you're going for.
Oh, that'd be a 3x, but yes.
Okay, well, this tells me it's a $200 million market cap. You're looking at the FDV, Raymond. Circulating is 229.
I'm looking at
so it pulled back. So the circulating market cap's 230.
On Solana, are you on a different chain right now? Are you?
No, I'm on
like
Coin Market Cap.
Okay.
I think Deck Screener is wrong. Sir Heavybag says most of it was free claims. I mean, this is what basically you have is supply control, because you have this supply distributed to your biggest fans, to your core community members, and they believe in it so much. So these guys are likely not going to sell. And they have and they have the shares in Rekt Drink, right? The equity, the small shares in that. So this is like you've really built a really diehard community that's rooting for you, which is cool to see. I don't know if this is a buy here. Like I wouldn't want to. I would potentially buy this, but I don't have enough conviction in it to be like, I'm going to put $10,000 in this, right? Or like 20 grand. Just because I like don't really put that much size into anything like that these days. But
well, I don't think this is the kind of coin that you would allocate that to, like given your portfolio size, right? Like that's
wow. Like, he's calling me easy. You hear that shit? Okay, dude. Ray's being a dick to me this week. Bro.
All right. So if you have a $400,000 portfolio, 20 grand is 5% of that, which is too much to put into a meme coin.
It's a brand coin, Ray. First of all, don't disrespect Rekt.
It's an IP coin.
Bro, Ray's calling me fucking broke nowadays. He's calling me a bitch.
Dude.
He's saying you won't put 10. Hey, Ray, that's cool, bro. That's really cool. Awesome, bro.
Clearly says Ray's being a dick this week.
Yeah, Cluely
knows. Says Ray's being a dick this week.
Cluely knows you've been an asshole to me.
Oh my God.
And you know what, Ray? I'm not going to buy Rekt right now, because next thing I know, I'm going to put 10 grand into this. 2 weeks later, you're going to say you sold it and leave me holding the bag.
Yeah, I might do that. There's a good chance I do that.
Freaking jerk, man. Freaking jerk. It pulled back like 40%. The thing I'm curious about is that like we're getting to a point to where I think OSF has saturated most of crypto Twitter. So where is the next buyer going to be? Is my question. Who's gonna? Okay, how is retail gonna buy this? Like, how?
They buy this. They buy this drink. They cash it in for token via their marketing thing. They say, "Oh, I made money there," and they're like, "Oh shit, this thing's actually getting legs. This is interesting. Let me buy back."
So exchange more. Okay, got it. So they buy this drink, they see it, and they're just going to keep running this campaign. Okay, yeah. I mean, honestly, I think it could work.
Like, I mean, they're being directly exposed to it. They're like, I mean, imagine like your first exposure to crypto is just getting these drinks, making money for buying a drink.
That'd be awesome. That would go viral. If I went to the grocery store, dude, and I see a Rekt drink, and I'm a complete normie, and I buy it for $10 and all of a sudden I get $50 in the token, I'd be shocked. I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna buy fucking 100 of these.
All right, and then you're gonna say, wait a second, let me buy the token.
No, I would not do that. I would buy it. Honestly speaking, if I was a normie, I would buy it and just dump this. I would buy the drinks and dump the token.
Okay. Yep.
But I don't know what that onboarding experience looks like. That would be cool. Like, do I need a KYC? Do I need to claim, like, is it directly in a wallet? How does all this stuff works? Is it legal to give away, I guess they say collectibles? I would want, I don't know how all this stuff works. So I mean, I see the thesis. I think it will take a lot of time. And in the meantime, they're going to keep selling these drinks out. And yeah.
Yeah, moving on though, we've talked about them a number of times. This one was just interesting because there were no incentives. We've always been like, okay, well, these sell out because of incentives. So I mean, it shows that there is at least people who are very interested in buying these. That maybe the product does have merit on its own legs. It's not just a way to, you know, make money essentially and participate in a drop. We saw the LIBRA token. So like they're basically getting their money scot-free, and the judge thinks they're going to win the case, which is like wild. I saw an interesting post like talking about like essentially like crime season coming to like the United States. And like how like the financial like industry isn't ready for it. Like essentially everything's going on chain. There's like everyone's pushing for privacy as well. Like Vitalik's pushing for privacy. So we got like on-chain security trading that's private that no one can like follow. Like there's like speculation that like traditional finance isn't going to be able to keep up with this, and like it's gonna be absolute crime across the board. I'm gonna bring up this post by Good Alexander here that basically kind of details this like future / thesis and just highlight some like main points for this. But he's saying like fundamentally, if there's on-chain privacy, you don't know who anyone is. If Tether and Tron are blessed by the highest levels of government, most teams need not be concerned. We already know all users of Hyperliquid are US people who couldn't get Binance accounts because KYC and Hyperliquid is thriving. More proof. Gloves have completely come off. That is why it's such a big deal that A, Vitalik is full tilt privacy mode. B, the clarity bill is written by A16Z for ETH. And C, the SEC is saying put everything on chain. This reminds me a bit of 2008 insofar as the US seriously loosened KYC AML restrictions to get liquidity into the system. The zoomed out picture is that the US knows fiat is failing, so it's trying to embed the dollar as a default on-chain base layer. I don't think TradFi has fully internalized how dank this is. They're operating on legacy playbook, and now that's totally obsolete and encumbered with rules being ignored at the highest levels of government. So essentially like saying that like, hey, everything's going on chain. There's privacy on chain. Like on-chain crime is going to run rampant and traditional finance isn't ready for what's coming. A, is this completely out to lunch? Is this like an out to lunch take, this future he's painting here? Or B, like, is this coming? And like, how do you position yourself to take advantage of this?
Take advantage of it, meaning
like what plays can we make? Is it like buying Chainlink like Easy's been doing? Is it like is it just ETH, like rampant like movement of capital into on-chain plays, on-chain equities, real world assets, all of that?
So basically it's an insane amount of money is going to flow on chain, but it's going, a lot of it is going to be crime season.
Essentially insider trading, et cetera, is kind of like the thought.
I mean, I feel, yes, I think that's going to happen. But then you look at a lot of the public markets and I see so much shady shit there all the time too. Everything is turning into like a meme nowadays. Look at the Figma IPO.
Yep. FanDuel just partnered with CME to launch crypto futures on FanDuel. More gambling on like becoming rampant. Bo Hines left the White House to go join Tether.
Yeah,
like
we're turning in like it's all just turning into like a meme gambling economy. It's kind of wild. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't feel great about it. But I think being in crypto is one of the best ways you can position yourself for it.
Easy. I didn't talk about this earlier. Big fan of the mustache today. Is that a fresh save there?
Thanks. I shaved my face too short, so then I had to get rid of everything else.
Love it. What do you think about on-chain crime? You think we're gonna see some wild stuff come out here?
Probably. It's I don't know, man. It's this whole thing was just like it makes me want to just sell everything.
What, Kanye token?
Yeah.
Hayden Davis?
Yeah.
Dude.
Just like last time we got this playbook, it just fucking the whole market topped like a day and a half later.
It's not great that we're coming into Jackson Hole. If we get a bad Jackson Hole after a Kanye token drops, like I think sentiment's gonna be like at an all-time low.
I mean, dude, we got a jobs report data that was slightly high from jobless claims, and the market just like still sent rate cuts lower. So it looks like we're probably not going to get like it's. I say probably not. We're at 79% chance. So like it's still pretty high, but like tomorrow could literally drop that to like 40%.
I mean, Polymarket's down to 33% for no change.
Up to 33%.
Yeah, up to 33% for no change in September. Is October still a coin flip? Is the question. Let's pull these.
Let me. Can I ask something? I'd like to ask you and Easy specifically. I bought the top of Ethereum last cycle. What did it feel like to like as the top started coming? What were you there, Ray, when ETH topped out in 2021?
I was.
What were the signs that we had a top? Like, did you see a huge jump one day? 20%, 30%. You're like, okay, this is it. Or was it a gradual bleed, a couple bounce backs, hope, a lot of gambling still happening?
The issue was it was my first cycle. We continued to see like as ETH was dumping, we continued to see like strength in NFTs. Like ETH topped. Hold on. So we had ETH topping in October of 2021. Bored Apes was 2022 when they topped in terms of USD. So ETH had already fallen from its Pico highs.
Yes, we had NFTs last cycle, which threw things off.
Right. So like other side, late 22, like the ApeCoin airdrop, where like apes peaked, moonbirds, things like that. So like it didn't like I wasn't trading in terms of like dollars at that cycle. That makes sense. I was trading in terms of ETH, and like it was 1 ETH equals 1 ETH essentially was like the mindset. So I wasn't as bothered when ETH dropped from all-time highs to 3K. Because I was just trading NFTs. Like I continued to trade NFTs, and I think trading NFTs was profitable all the way through most of 2022.
Yeah.
Until we had like the FTX crash, and then it was like, okay, well now we're in some trouble. This cycle feels different. Like it feels like we have a different setup. There hasn't been like the euphoria and the amount of different like opportunities. A lot of the opportunities have been like industrialized, or like the people in this space who know how to extract have gotten so good at extracting, and the tools of extraction have improved so much. Like back last cycle, you were like manually minting NFTs and looking at like block explorers by hand. Now that stuff is like automated to an extent where people are just basically maybe even like buying meme coins without knowing what they are based on like on-chain data, like essentially arbing out the opportunity for someone to just manually look at something and say, okay, there's something here. You had like that period of time where there was still opportunity for everybody. Now I think there's still opportunity, but it's opportunity for not many people, and they're all competing for that small piece of that pie, and we're seeing smaller and smaller gains. So people are selling it like 25% gains, 50% gains over and over and over again, as opposed to like when we had like a more even playing field. So people sitting on these plays, these NFT plays at 5, 10, 100x. So I think that's part of the game too, for like the super risk on niche assets and NFTs and meme coins. And I think until we see something completely new, it's gonna be very hard to see a season like we did with NFTs last cycle.
Yeah, I mean we saw Bitcoin do It literally almost did. It did like an 8x from the bottom.
You're talking about this from the low previous
This
year?
cycle. Yeah. From the
Mhm.
lows. 8x. That's not nothing.
Nope. That is not nothing.
Don't Feed Wolf is saying those calling the top right now are sidelined and hopeful. Yes, partially. I'm fully allocated to this industry. I'm fully allocated, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. But I'm a huge crypto optimist. I'm a pessimist on the general macro state of the world. Would be my analysis. But I'm no macro expert.
I wouldn't be surprised if we did get something like this that we got in 21. Like that wouldn't surprise me to see a drawdown like we saw here this cycle, where we went from initial top at 60K Bitcoin, wicking down below 30K, 50% reduction in Bitcoin price from the top. So, I mean, right now, I mean, that's like 60K Bitcoin, essentially, like sky's falling type stuff. No rate cuts
I
this
feel
year.
like we have too much.
Institutions stop buying. People say, okay, we cycle topped, and then we overreact. Like, I don't think that's out of the picture, because we keep talking about like, hey, there's an institutional bid. Right now, there's institutional outflows. So like that's another seller right now. Like we're not seeing the level over the last week and a half. I mean, it's a very small sample size, but we're not seeing the same level over the week and a half of institutional inflows. Like BMNR hasn't had any splashy moves. MicroStrategy bought like 50 mil. We haven't seen any like big, like over 200 mil buys from Metaplanet. ETFs have been 4 or 5 days in a row of outflows. So like there is the chance that like, hey, institutional bids here, but like institutions also sell. So we'll have to see what happens. I don't, but I don't think the cycle's over. I think that right now is the time to be patient. If you are fully allocated, maybe
this shit topped.
maybe
Cycle's
trim
over.
some of your winners. Maybe
Kanye West launched a coin, dude. Cycle's over.
Clemente, maybe look at like some of you, maybe go on Cerebro, put your wallets in, figure out where you have the most capital losses, sell those bags, prepare for tax season,
Bro,
have a little cash on the side to ready to deploy if things get worse.
why do you need to show your bags again? Should go on Cerebro.
I'm telling you that
I don't want to go on Cerebro, Ray.
It's
I don't
free
want
to
to go on
use.
Cerebro.
Free to use.
Stop shilling. Are you an investor in this? I'm starting to think you're an angel investor in this bullshit. I don't care about Cerebro.
I wish I got in. It's a good portfolio tool. I'm telling you.
I have Awaken Tax.
All right, use Awaken. Same thing.
That's
Use
all
Awaken.
I need.
Use Awaken. That'll do the same thing.
Yeah, well, I got TurboTax.
Well, I got my tax guy down the street.
Yeah, I got Becky, my accountant.
I'm sorry, who's that? I don't mean to be depressing you. I don't think the cycle's over. I don't think the cycle's over.
Bad news bear. Bad news bear, dude. You're really bumming me out, Ray. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry. All right, easy. You say cycle top. Are you just joking around? Are you really feeling this morning? Because
Don't care. It's all going to zero. Buy Bitcoin, buy MicroStrategy, buy Strike, buy Stripe, buy Open.
Buy Light.
Crypto's stupid. Yep.
So this is one of the few times. I mean, actually, this happens to me often. I have no idea what's gonna happen next, and I'm just sitting on my hands. We have to see more of a pump from here, though.
I mean,
why?
Dude, we have Elon posting AI crazy shit. Pictures of his AI girl shaking her ass.
What's that to do with Bitcoin?
I was just scrolling Twitter.
YZY Coin. Do we care about the YZY Coin at all to dive into like
$5 billion market cap, Ray? It's better than Bitcoin.
Can we talk about is there any merit to this token? Is the question. I'm seeing people like
finance, dude.
Yeah, I saw the post from Do It Big Chicago you talked about this morning. That
I don't
Thesis
know
is
about
essentially
I'm down
Like
5K. Still holding.
the thesis is that there's backing from what is it, Paradex or something? I don't even know. But they're saying,
Polychain,
hey,
maybe?
Yeezy wants to build his fashion brand. He's selling things in Yeezy coin with the thought that you would get airdropped more money back than you spent to just push volume of his platform. Essentially like the Rekt drinks thesis, essentially, with clothes. And Yeezy doesn't care about the money in this scenario and just wants to be a global fashion icon. So they're saying, hey, the point is that this is going to be some sort of like flywheel marketing play on his clothing. I don't buy it personally. Do you buy this at all?
Do it big and pretty spot on. I mean, he posted that earlier that day. He said, "Yay today," 21 hours before 11:53 a.m.
Damn. I wish I saw that. I would have been ready. I was like asleep. I was like half asleep. I like woke up. I saw people like posting YZY tokens. I was like, oh damn, it's the one we bought, and saw it wasn't, of course.
So that one we bought was supposedly one of the 25 that they launched.
Really? So we had a
because remember that 750K buy?
Yeah.
That person also bought 750K of the real one.
Oh no way.
Yeah, they made their money back. They broke even, but they were trying to find early CA.
So remember when we were like, yeah, even if this is 1% chance of hitting, like it's the risk reward hits.
It was a 4% chance.
4% chance, yeah. so our math checked out there. Great buy on the YZY token. I think I ended up like breaking even or losing money on that though. I saw you did okay.
I made money.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not buying this. I could care less. I mean, I could care less in the sense that like I think it's
I'm down 5K and I'm just holding it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably do the same in your scenario. The only thing that like I would watch here is like if something actually does happen here that's like semi bullish for crypto. I think the odds of that are similar to that 1 to 4% range where he does do something cool with crypto, but I just don't think that's the case in this scenario. But we'll monitor the situation, obviously report back. We saw BNB hit a new all-time high. This like surprised me as the crypto market was dropping. Is BNB like the token to buy in crypto? Like I know we're talking about like
pre-CZ
everything, like, but this chart's pretty wild on the weekly here. Starting in like 2024, 2025, been up only essentially since last January, and is like strong through this like pullback. I mean, on the week, just barely down. Any interest in BNB here at all-time highs on a breakout?
Probably, which is interesting. I mean, dude, I'm more interested in just the overall market, like the macro side of things.
Okay. So just Jackson Hole prep, see what's going to happen. Do you have like an active trading
we just
strategy?
got $4 billion of treasury debt bought back, one of the largest treasury buybacks in history, which is showing that quantitative easing is happening. It's just not the same way that it happened before.
Interesting. So what do those buybacks, they're essentially buying back their own debt, right?
Yeah, like at a high rate. So when rates cut, then that debt is actually a better value.
Interesting. So is this like the equivalent of like money printing to an extent, or?
To some extent, you're just buying back debt, like debt with high issuance, and then you can sell it back at a lower rate, which inherently holds more value. So it'll be interesting to see like what they're doing, but it's a similar play to quantitative easing in some sort. You're basically injecting capital back into the market.
Jarvis, explain quantitative easing to me.
I'm like waiting for it to pop up. I was like, come on, give me something here.
Cluely, please explain quantitative easing to me. Also, Cluely, why did my wife leave me?
Speaking of BNB, you remember the Windtree Therapeutics BNB strategy company we talked about maybe weeks ago?
Got to be up a boatload of money.
Well, no, it got delisted from the NASDAQ due to non-compliance.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so this is pretty wild.
Right.
Suspended on August 21st open.
Raymond, my quant.
Yep.
Can you pull up the troll chart and tell me if you would buy this breakout?
Hold on a second. All right, where are we at on
Hey,
troll?
Nick, how's it going?
How's it going?
Dude,
holy shit.
Well, this is I'm getting
Docker's
nuked by
you.
Docker.
I wanted to bring that up first to see like how Troll was doing and like why you were talking about it, but now it makes sense. Easy's still winning here on the 10K challenge. I'm gonna pull up the Troll chart now. So we're at 205 mil on Troll. Buy the breakout, you're saying? All-time high. This is what, like 230?
Oh my God, Docker's down 60%.
Yeah, dude, I guess
That's down really bad.
Holy shit.
Not good. If it wasn't for Docker, I'd be doing well.
Buy the breakout on Troll, you say?
No, it's a red candle though. Ray likes 3 back-to-back green candles.
Yeah, once you
Three
get
100%
like here,
candles
you
before
buy
he
145 here, and then you sell
Ray's
up
actually
here.
looking to buy closer to 700 mil before the 1 bill breakout.
You bring up Docker. I want to look at ZORA because this is a token that I was interested in. I traded leverage on. I don't hold spot position, but if Docker's pulling back, I have to imagine like the overall ZORA ecosystem's pulling back. So is there an opportunity to jump in here on ZORA sub 1 bill? I just don't know what the upside is though. It's like, is the upside 2 bill on ZORA? Hard to tell. I mean, but this chart looks like it could be due for, you know, higher low here, higher high, maybe a swing trade. Maybe I'll take a look at this on it's just tough because like the setup with this week, anything can happen tomorrow. So I don't want to like make any of these big trades.
Just don't do anything.
Yeah.
Just wait. You don't have to be into the trade right away. If the direction's decided, then you can buy in late. You won't catch the whole move, but you'll still catch a move.
Right. I think I'm gonna have like analysis paralysis tomorrow during the speech. I just
Why
wanna, like,
does
know what I
Elon
wanna
post
buy.
literal like AI porn, dude?
That's what I was talking about.
I'm just wondering what's happening with this guy.
Nick's just pissed this morning. Is that a new shirt, Nick? Looks spiffy.
Wait. Come on. Constantly rotating. What the hell? Yeah, why is he doing this?
What a weirdo. Dude's yelling about birth rates and he's doing this.
I saw a weird Instagram ad that said China was developing a robot that was going to be like gestating babies, essentially, taking out the human component of like the 9-month birth period, which is wild. We're going to a future that is very odd and a little bit alarming, to be honest.
Yeah, this is a weird tweet sequence.
Nick, how you feeling about the market this morning?
Where did
Buying
Clemente go? He just disappears? He's like, oh, Nick's here. I'm just going to go.
Yeah, essentially.
Easy. Just what just happened?
Just me and you, bud. One-on-one. Did you buy any YZY last night?
Man, I traded it for like 10 minutes. I don't actually know if I made or lost money. I was up, then I was back. And I was just like, this is dumb. I'm getting the hell out of this.
I think the obvious trade in hindsight was as soon as it went on Hyperliquid, shorting it.
It was on Hyperliquid?
Yeah, it went on the Hyperliquid at 2300, so it was at 11 p.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
Opened at $1.60, high 210, and then straight down. So you could trade with 3x leverage on it on Hyperliquid. So like short there made sense. I don't know if a short still might make sense, but a lot of that juice has been squeezed at this point.
I'm not making a trade at this moment in time. I'm good on that.
Nick, come on, buy some ETH, long some ETH right now. Going into Jackson Hole.
Oh, I was just talking about more so with Yeezy.
Oh.
Come on now, dude. What, like, you step away for a minute, you hop back in, think that like that's not the way that a podcast works.
I'm locked in right now. Sorry, one of my eggs, I had to boil them. So I just ran over.
You had to boil your egg?
Just chucked it. Chucked in the boiler.
You couldn't wait 5 minutes?
Oh, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Here we go. Shifting gears a little bit, Raymond. Back over to you.
I thought you were gonna pick a topic, but just throw it to me on the transition. Speaking of shifting gears, the US and the EU locked in a trade deal overnight, basically locking in what they had agreed on previously, 15% tariffs and an investment in the U.S. Tariffs seem to be behind us for the most part. I mean, the biggest hanging one is with China, and we keep pushing that deadline back. I don't know if we see much more impact of tariffs in the near future. I mean, all eyes are really just on tomorrow. Like I've already said, like it's hard to trade anything tomorrow, because we're going to have a ton of volatility as soon as like Jerome Powell starts speaking. I think like you could take risk right now either way, depending on how you think it's going to go, but it's a coin flip in my opinion.
I mean, that's the analysis, Ray. When I was thinking about the Federal Reserve situation last night, I was thinking about a lot of different things: quantitative easing. I was thinking about Jerome Powell's strategy around stress testing the banks, figuring out whether or not we're in a good position here. I was thinking about the housing market, Ray. You know, I am one of the greatest macro theorists in society, as you've probably read in many of my sort of doctoral theses, in my book. I sort of called the housing bubble of the 90s and the early 2000s, and I was saying this bubble is going to burst sometime soon. Sure enough, it bursted. It took down the banks. I was shorting it, obviously, and all of my all of my team and the investors in my fund were shorting it at that point in time. So yeah, I mean, it was incredible. It was remarkable, the timing that just that I've had historically. And really all eyes are on what's going on in Jackson Hole. What hotel are they staying at? What is Jerome Powell going to go on a hike?
What color tie is he wearing?
What's the weather? Is it going to be raining? Hopefully not. But now's a great time of year to be in Jackson Hole. And given that vacation angle, he's probably, my guess, is going to not give much guidance on upcoming interest rate directions. We don't expect any interest rate cut right now. And I was looking yesterday, Easy, for example, posted that increased rates do not impact prices. They don't make prices go down. That's interesting. That was an interesting analysis from Easy, because housing prices have gone down substantially as a result of increasing interest rates. So what I'm trying to understand is, and people are stealing his tweet with his macro analysis. Where's that coming from?
Insane.
Why is that going down? Why the fuck is anybody listening to us about macro analysis?
86 degrees.
What the fuck are we doing wasting these people's time, Ray?
Partially cloudy, 86 degrees, 10-mile-per-hour wind coming west-northwest in Jackson Hole tomorrow.
All right.
If I hear another fucking word about macro on this show ever again, I'm going to lose my shit.
Did you see the PO was starting to track 100% track these macros?
Ray. I was talking. What are you talking? What?
I said PO is starting to track 100% of his macros. Did you see that?
I did.
Yeah, that was insane. Well,
because he has serious fitness issues. That guy's getting 700 blood tests, and he's perfectly fine. It's like a 27-year-old getting a blood test to make sure everything's working. Trust me, everything's working.
All right, that's going to do it for today's show. Thank you for listening. We're going to catch you tomorrow. We have a big show tomorrow. We got Jackson Hole. We're going to talk about more macro. We're going to piss Nick off. We're going to have some fun. We do this.
Nobody gives a shit about macro. Listen to this show. I just want to be clear that they're not like, hey, Easy, tell me about the macro environment. You know, my economics teacher didn't really do much for me. Maybe you can.
I think you'd be surprised. I think people care about macro on the show because it's going to, here we go, because it's going to.
Oh, the macro economist himself, Easy, who says raising interest rates doesn't impact prices.
The professor. Yo, school us, professor.
No one can hear you.
All right,
yeah,
right.
We all jacked up. Thank you for listening. Watch us on YouTube. We'll catch you later. See you tomorrow.